Today's Wednesday and it's the 4th of June, it's 2025, and I've come down to Puerto. This is actually the beach which is right next to Puerto, and just beyond that's marine land, and then the Costa de Blanes beach, and then the coast goes round to Palma Nova and eventually to Magaluf and so on. A few boats more outside here. It's a bit breezy today just in this area. This is where all the big boats are. And there are some whopping great boats. Serious money boats here. And it's just become the season, so lots of people coming to spend their summers on the boats. So they all have to be spick and span, nice and clean. And obviously gives lots of employment to people on the island as well. And there's some really, these are big boats, but there's some even bigger ones at the end. And there's one actually, a special one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it from here, I don't think I will, that's just moored off and actually belongs to Steven Spielberg, the film director. So, absolutely amazing. And the boats there are moored here, and some of them just stay here for most of the year. So they're toys. They're rich boys' toys. Flags from all over the world. A lot of British flags. British dependency flags, and you also get the cars that go with it. So I've already seen this morning 2 or 3 Bentleys. And the Porsches come 10 a penny here. Simply splendid from London. And quite often it's not the owners that are on them, but they rent them out. Which renting out boats in Mallorca is a huge industry. One of the billion-dollar industries. And these use a lot of fuel, so they have their own little petrol station. You can look them up, these boats, and find out a little bit about them, who the owners are, and where they are, where they're going. There's a couple of big ones, and there's the rescue boat over there. Many of them have helicopters. None in today though, and there is actually at the end, somewhere along there is a helipad. Looks like they might be expecting somebody to come in. There's supplies here ready for something. Party time. And then we've got the little boats as well. Littler. Going out for a little bit of fun on the water. I do recognise some of the names of these boats. They've been here for a long time. This one in particular. And you can see they've got the washing machine and tumble dryer. Yeah, I guess if they're out, they've got to do their own washing, got to do their own tumble drying. That's the captain of the port's offices. You can just see from the flags just how breezy it is. I think some of the captains and crew will be waiting for their owners to appear, coming out on the holidays, wondering where they're going to be going. I do like these. I think they just look so elegant. Some of the names of the boats as well, names and the makers is Pershing, that one. I associate Pershing with missiles. Puerto Portals is sort of our original stomping ground. When we first came to the island, we came to live here. We lived in Porto's Naus. So this is a place where our children grew up, and walking around here. It wasn't quite like this when we first came, because when we first came, that's when they started building it. So it's we've grown with it, they've grown with it. So I'm guessing they'll soon be celebrating 40 years. Won't be this year, next year, a couple of years' time. To go with the expensive yachts, we have expensive restaurants. This one's now called Yara. Changed over the years. And quite often you look down here and you see some really quite big fish. And that's true today. The water's very clear, and always get lots of fish in there. Together with the restaurants, we've also got the shops. So you go to the back. None of them will be open yet because it's quite early in the morning. It isn't even 11 o'clock. It's a pretty sleepy place until later on. The place really starts to buzz in the evenings. What's going on down here? Oh, they're feeding the fish. Feeding the fish causes them to come to the service and grab the food. Fighting for it in there, they are. Oh, God, they are big. Quite a show. It's one of the original bars, restaurants here. Wellies has grown, expanded, and got the key position. That's a little bit of a play on words there. Boat there, registered in Jersey, and I've been nostalgically watching some of the old Bergerac, classic Bergerac episodes.
Va medio raro. Hay una nivel que me marca, ya pasamos los 2000 litros y está ahí como clavado. Hemos subido. Y no tengo que acá.
A lot of space on these keys for cars to go up and down.
Vamos a ver cuál es. Vale. Hey, ¿qué pasa, tío? ¿Cómo estás?
The different workers on the boats here, they all know each other, and so they come down to the boats to do whatever work that needs to be done, and then go back to their offices, sit there for lunch, or is it breakfast? I don't know.
Sí, puedes aparcar aquí. Yo conozco al del barco.
Paint there and the smell. This one's called Oscar. There used to be a dark blue mega yacht moored here. Callisto.
Yeah, keep at it, mate. There's people still looking for. What are you looking for?
I don't know, surprises me a little bit that you get so many Southern Hemisphere people working here, so people from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. This is actually a little boat to go to Callisto. How the other half lives, eh? And the far wall, that's the sea wall there. And then much smaller boats. As you go further that way, the boats get a lot smaller. Well, smaller, a lot. It's all relative, isn't it? Going out.
À l'autre, il y avait du lambeau solaire.
sure I'd fall in the water if I tried to get onto one of those gangplanks. Sure I would. I had a friend, have a friend, who's a former colleague at one of the schools I taught at, and she used to live on a boat, and she used to recount the story of her falling into the water on the way to school, I think, or on the way back. Not so good. Demolition. I wonder if that's how he made his money. Demolition. During COVID, I used to get people writing to me because they'd seen I'd been down to Puerto and asking me to go down a particular quay and make sure their boat was okay, because they'd not been and seen it for over a year, and they were just hoping that everything was okay. And pretty much they were. So, all good. I'm not going to do a big long walk today down here. Just have a wander down to the next little section and then make my way back. And well, during COVID, the port was extended this way, so it goes further out to what people often think of as the Porto's Naus beach, the bigger beach right in front of the island. So we watched all of that being created as well. I didn't even know it was happening. Somebody actually asked me to go down and video the new construction, and from the church, which is where I often go and sit, I looked down and I couldn't actually see what they were talking about. And then when we went down, we saw, yeah, there was a lot of new construction. They actually built a nice little square down there. Really quite pretty. Next key along. This is one of the new things here. This lovely promenade, which was actually a road, so cars used to drive down here, park along here. So all that parking's gone, but there is now an underground car park at the far end here. And some of the restaurants have taken advantage of that and set their tables out here, which I guess is okay. And because we are in a marina, there's all the shops and offices that go with that, trying to sell you boats or services for boats. So it goes all the way down there. There is a lovely long seawall, but I'm guessing that's too hot to walk along now. And this is Diablitos, there's more restaurants down there. Hello. My goodness. So that was Steve from the down here, Puerto Portals. Take care. Anyway, I'm going to be making my way back towards the car now. We're only got a limited time with the knitting group today. There's actually a few away. A couple of them have gone on cruises. I think there's a couple others who were away on holiday, so there could be only a few there. She'll fill me in later on, I'm sure. Very successful cappuccino. Like the seats, red and white stripes, not Sunderland, Stoke City, by the way. Probably neither. And this is ritzy on this side. So, more shops here. Shops, offices, estate agents are quite popular here as well. This one, Coon. Most of them closed. Clothes and shoes with amazing price tags to match. Nice cool breeze blowing through here then. And we pop out wellies. Puerto Portals has its own bank. Santander. That one's been there pretty much forever, I think. We'll go down here through to Flanagan's, and it looks well dark in here. May well disappear down here. Flanagan's, one of the original of the upmarket restaurants. Actually seen the King of Spain. We've actually had breakfast in here. We've never had a dinner, I don't think, but maybe we have. I've seen the King of Spain before, King of Spain, not the current king, Juan Carlos, dining here. And then some of the shops along this side. Anita used to come down, never with me, used to come down with her mother years ago. So in a way, I'm a little bit surprised there are not more in the way of jewellery shops down here. I'm sure there could be a niche in that. Baleares. That's a restaurant. Kitchens on this side, tables conveniently obscured And here we are, out into the sunshine again. Well, that's me done. I've got to go and get Anita now, so thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now. Well, it's very, very windy up here, but just looking down at the island off Puerto, and there we can actually see two of the billionaire yachts at play just off there. There's another one not quite so big on that side, but they are obviously dwarfing the ones that are in the port